Bang. Welcome, folks, to another Rebellion production of 3 at 3. I'm out here enjoying the wonderful wine country out here in Napa Valley. And wow, we were at a fantastic vineyard last night with a bunch of the hedge funds and family offices that I'm out here with. It's all brought to us by Opal. They do a lot of these events all over the country, and some great people that I've met here. I'll post some videos later on. But you tuned in to the October 21st version of 3 at 3, which means we're going to be talking about unusual option activity. And when we see large buyers of calls or large buyers of puts, we determine that to be either bullish in the case of calls or bearish in the case of puts. And what we do, folks, is we tell you what we see. I tell you, Pete tells you, our team tells you what we are doing, but we are not giving you advice. I don't know your financial situation and so forth, so it wouldn't be appropriate. But what I can do is tell you what I'm doing. And I am trading spreads a lot. 1-to-1 call spreads. That's the way I do it. I don't need to hit home runs. But on the other hand, if you put on a 1-to-1 call spread and you put up $64 a piece for calls, like we did the other day, and it goes to $1,700, that can work out pretty nice. It sounds like a home run to a lot of you, and yet we've always had a controlled amount of risk when we do those trades. So it's one of the reasons I like to do it. Let's get started with unusual activity, looking back on one from yesterday, which is GLD. This is the gold ETF. It's not the gold miners. That would be GDX. Instead, this is gold itself, physical gold. This is the ETF that tracks that. So yesterday, as you see, it was 151. Today, it's 153.99. Call it 154. Bang. So again, let's examine this. If you bought stock yesterday because you're a stock investor, congratulations. You turned that $151,000 investment. That's if you bought 1,000 shares. I'm multiplying it times the stock price, 151. You put $151,000 on the line. That's a condo in a lot of places, folks. And you made a little over, let's call it $2.30, shall we? So you made $2,300. Congratulations. That's a nice trade. On the other hand, if you bought an option, and if you did like me, you bought an at-the-money option and you sold a higher price option, and I haven't even sold those higher priced options yet, because as you see, this was further out into the future. As I mentioned yesterday, these are December options. So somebody picked an out of the money at the 160 strike with the stock trading 151. They bought the 160 strike out in December. So this is slower time decay than those short-term ones that I talk about so frequently. But you could put a little money on the table, perhaps $1,000 for 1,000 share position, and control 1,000 shares from 152 on up to wherever. Bang. To me, that's better use of capital. On the other hand, if you're somebody who just trades stock, you've never traded options, I'm not going to talk you into trading options. I will talk you into trying to examine whether or not they could be something that would help you be a better investor, but I'm not going to talk you into it if you don't understand time decay, if you don't understand volatility or spreading. Probably best just to stick with stock. But we can teach you everything you need to know about trading options if you'd like to trade options. We're going to be doing a big one-on-one for just limited to 25 people, Market Rebellion Live in Miami. That is the 8th through the 10th of December. So if you're somebody who likes Art Basel and your significant other wants to go over there and you want to be with us during the day for live trading for 2 days, bang, you should join us. We'll also do a boat cruise and have some fabulous dinners, meet a bunch of you in person. These are the sort of events we absolutely love. It's only limited to 25 people. You can go to marketrebellion.com/Miami. That's marketrebellion.com/Miami. You'll see we have packages that include hotels and all kinds of things. So check it out, marketrebellion.com/Miami. All right, another PBR trade, another one. as my friend DJ Khaled would say. We talked about this earlier in the week. Now they're back and they're buying a lot because 20,000 of these next Friday expiring 1650 calls with the stock at 16 bucks. So they started buying them, I think, when it was 1450 or something like that. Now they've rolled up, and now they're rolling up again. 20,000 is 2 million share equivalent at 1650. You guys know the drill. This is basically a $33 million investment. That's 2 million shares times the strike price, 1650. And yet they put up a fraction of that to trade it with options. But nonetheless, they do control the stock from 1650 to infinity and beyond. So that's our first trade of the day. PBR, it's Petrobras, Brazilian oil giant. Pete and I welcome you to the Rebel's Edge. We do that show every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. We will be going to a different schedule soon, but we really appreciate all the support. Some 32,000 of you have registered for this on YouTube. So you could just go to YouTube, fill in Market Rebellion in the search bar, and you will see every episode. Watch them at your leisure, as well as, of course, it streams live on Twitter, as well as Market Rebellion and YouTube. Bang. Oxy. Is Warren Buffett buying more? Maybe. Bullish call buying in Oxy. Look what they're buying. 10,000 of the March 75 calls. So what do you need to know here? Well, March is pretty far out into the future, right? Whoops. There we go. March is pretty far out into the future. Plenty far enough that the stock could move from 71 and a quarter up to 75. But it doesn't have to. You just get a pop out of crude oil and these calls will move dramatically. It's not always that we're thinking we're going to hold these positions till expiration. I generally stick in the positions as long as the persons that bought these 10,000 stick with their position. In other words, if the stock moves up to say 75 now, but these guys aren't cashing out, I will probably keep riding right along with them. But I will sell calls against the calls that I buy 1-to-1. That's the way I do it. And like I say, I think it's a fabulous way to leverage your capital as well as control some of the time decay and other negative things that can happen when you're trading options. There is an example of YouTube. That's our YouTube channel, folks. As you see with the yellow arrow, all you have to do is go there, type in Market Rebellion into that search bar for YouTube, and there's the 31,800 subscribers as of that screenshot a couple days ago. Trade smarter, learn all about it. We've got educational videos. All of this is free, folks. Every one of our shows is free on our YouTube channel. So please sign up, subscribe, maybe even click the notification, that little bell in the upper right-hand corner, and you'll get every video and be alerted to the new ones as they post. All right, XLE. Here it is, the XLE next Friday. How do I know next Friday? Because it says 28th of October. This is the 21st of October. So 1 week into the future, somebody's buying the 89 calls with the stock trading 85, call it 86 bucks, $3 out of the money, above where the market is right here. XLE is the spider for the energy complex. As I frequently mention, if it's a spider, the last letter generally gives you a hint on what they might be doing. Just like XLI is industrial, this one, XLE, energy. So 10,000 of the 89 calls, you know what that means. A million share equivalent at 89, an $89 million potential control from 89 to infinity and beyond. That's why we follow these big trades, folks. Somebody that's putting that kind of cash on the line, I want to follow them. They probably know more than you and I know about something that might impact positively the energy sector. So I'm running right along with them, but I'm buying at the money calls at this 86 strike and selling upside calls next week as it rallies. And if it does not rally, I will cut the loss quickly because that's the way we play. Thank you for joining me here today, folks. I hope you have a great one. Join the rebellion by going to marketrebellion.com. marketrebellion.com/get started. That's marketrebellion.com/get started. Bang. And I'll see you on Monday. Or for those of you who can join us on the roundtable tonight, I'll see you then.